For me, it certainly was a way to reduce stress.
Well, I've been practicing yoga, I think, for about 18 months, a year and a half.
Love yoga. Yoga's been in my life, I would say, for a good decade at least, but it's been off and on. It's something that I've done consistently. Just different life changes take me in different travels. So when I do get back to it, I'm always really grateful that it's there still.
My boyfriend at the time suggested I take a yoga class, and lo and behold, it was David teaching. So I took the class and loved it. Went back the next day, went back the next night, and I've been practicing ever since.
Trust me, when I come in this door, I'm not the same person as when I leave.
Well, I actually got into yoga about a year ago. I had previously taken a few classes through Concord Hospital, but I didn't have enough time to really get into it. And I find now that I'm retired, going more than once a week is really important. It really makes the difference.
It's the coolest feeling in the world.
Benefit for me because I was going through a really difficult time at the time when I started practicing yoga, so it really helped me through a lot of that. And I was having insomnia, and that night after the first yoga class, I slept.
And you just feel good all over.
Wonderful. I have so much more energy than I ever had.
Your whole outlook is different.
I had taken a few yoga classes years ago and had enjoyed them, but had never gotten into them. I'm very active physically. I hike, bicycle, and climb mountains, snowshoe. And I wanted something to try to keep me flexible. I realized as I'm getting older, parts of my body are becoming less and less flexible. And I wanted to try to counteract that.
You can start it when you're 30, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. You can start it at any point in your life and it would benefit you.
It has really helped a lot. So it's been a very beneficial thing for me.
So yes, the beauty of it is it's designed for whoever wants to be doing it.
So this is good. I do it, I try to do it twice a week. Sometimes I even go 4 times a week.
Also, it makes me more aware of where I am. So even during the day working, I'm very mindful of my posture.
But I do find myself taking a deep breath when I need to.
Conversations, the work that I do, I have to deal with difficult situations, and just being able to take a breath and allow that space to happen.
Class when I'm in a stressful or situation, I'll think about following my breathing, and I find that it does relax me.
Things that you have going on in your mind, the jargon that goes on in your head, the self-talk that starts to happen kind of dissipates, or at least it lessens and kind of dampers down a little bit with yoga.
I have experienced some relaxing, definitely, benefits of it. In fact, I typically will fall asleep at the end of every yoga class when we have total relaxation. I guess sort of like a dormouse, I can just zonk off at any time. And the breathing helps. The breathing really tends to focus your mind, and I think that's very useful.
I think that it just really, for somebody who might feel a lot of anxiousness in their life or stress or any of those kinds of things, it just can really be a huge benefit for them. But
And that's the thing that I've learned, that planted in me from that first class, is that it's a matter of micro movements.
I do notice a difference. I have some chronic back problems, and when I come to yoga at least twice a week, it really helps to relieve a lot of the pain, which I think is some of its origin is from being very rigid.
class, and even after, I would say that the birds are chirping for a good 48 hours after yoga. Always, even on a rainy, cloudy day, it doesn't matter what the weather's like. And I think that's another thing, the last couple of days have been a little overcast, and it hasn't been the best weather. They were my days off from work, and it didn't matter. And I think that yoga had something to do with that,
I did have a perception that yoga was kind of a funky escape that people took. And when I first went, I wanted the physical part of it, but I was such a type, I was like, well, I don't have time for meditation. It's just, but I haven't found that it's really that I'm meditating, but that I'm relaxing and thinking about my breathing, which maybe is the same thing as meditating, or one form of it.
I didn't find it weird. It was something I've never done before, but I didn't find it weird. I felt I felt very secure trying those things because I just had some faith or trust that it was beneficial for me. So I was willing to trying to feel better.
Class and after the session, I felt fantastic. Very relaxed, very at ease. The next day, my muscles were a little bit sore, so you don't even realize you're getting yourself a good workout until the next day.
And we all lead incredibly busy lives, and when you start stretching your body and breathing, ultimately you take that home with you, and it's a ripple effect.
And this is just another aspect of physical activity, but it's instead of vigorous activity, this is slow, relaxing, stretching, and balance. And the balance part of it has really been very helpful because as you age, you really lose a lot of your balance.
Sore lower back. So I became more flexible, more comfortable driving, sitting at a desk, and, but also stronger. I was becoming, my muscles were becoming leaner, longer, leaner. My body was changing.
It doesn't mean that you have to be a vegetarian or walk around in Birkenstocks or, eat all organic produce or any of those things, although those are great things to do. Anybody, again, at any level could come. Say you're a cardiac patient and, you were taking medication and you were going through a rehabilitation program. This would be a perfect thing to incorporate into your life because it's stress.
It keeps me balanced, and which also keeps you from getting injured when you're hiking. If your balance is good. So I've noticed a big difference there.
Just get into a much more positive, healthier outlook. I think everything in your life. It just helps you be more flexible, not just body-wise, but mind-wise. I was told about your studio about a year ago, and then I came and have been very blessed to be here. I can say that I feel more centered when I do yoga on a regular basis.
You walk the walk. You live the philosophy of yoga.
I would recommend yoga to anybody, but I do think you need to go more than once a week to really make it effective.
If you haven't been to a yoga class, go to one. You'll be amazed.
And it's taking that first step that's the hardest.
Yeah.
And what I will say that I really enjoy about your classes, David, is that I really feel like your groundedness, every class you come out. I feel your passion for people wanting to do this, but it doesn't feel forced. And it feels very gentle when you do it with people. You're very consistent with your manner with everyone, which is wonderful. It's very a non-threatening atmosphere to come to.
In the classes here, it's open to any level. So with your guidance, anyone can stretch and breathe.
Everyone just kind of floats out of class. Very happy. We're all kind of smiling like, isn't it the best thing we did all day?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just come. It's a beautiful thing. You won't be sorry.